Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a review on this COSORI Gooseneck electric kettle. So it retails for $70. I'm just starting to get into pour over coffee and I really do like this. Okay, so it's a Gooseneck. I'm going to be using it for a pour over coffee that I'm going to be making. It's got this lid we take off. It's got a max line that we can see from the inside, even though you can see it from the outside. It's got a nice handle for pouring, a place for your thumb. Now we cannot get the bottom wet. This is where the electricity goes in from the base to here to heat the water. There's what the Gooseneck looks like. So we're going to be putting our water in there. It's going to heat up. But what I really like about this base plate is so we can turn it on and we can select different temperatures that we want. So we can do 170, 180, 195, 205, or 212. And then it's got this hold temperature button. So if I select this, and whatever temperature I boil my water at, it will maintain that temperature. So as the water cools down, it'll kick the heating element back on to bring it up to 195 again. But I'm not going to be using that right now. So if this is not on, it'll bring your water to a boil, whatever you select, and then it'll just start cooling off right away. Again, here's the base plate. Here's how the electricity is going to get to the kettle. On the bottom, here's what it looks like. It is 1200 watts. Okay, so I've got it filled up to the max line. Let's turn it on. Let's select 212, and then let's start our timer. So if your blue light is on, that means it is on, and it's going to start heating that water up. Okay, so I've got the kettle filled up with water. You're simply going to put it on the base. Let's turn the unit on. That means the blue light is on there. So let's select what temperature we want. So I'm going to be doing pour over coffee. So it does have a coffee button right here. I'm going to select 205. And then let's start our timer, because as soon as you hit that button, whatever button you want, that's when it turns the heating element on the inside. So since that is lit up, that means it is starting. Now you should leave the lid on. I'm going to have it off just for demonstration purposes, but you can tell it starts heating up right away. Okay, so it's only been a minute and it's really starting to heat up. Okay, so just past the 2-minute mark, it's still starting to heat up really good. Okay, so right about almost the 3-minute mark, it will beep at you to let you know that it is at the proper temperature. And all of the lights turn off when it reaches that temperature, because I did not have the hold temperature. If I'd had this selected, the light would stay on and it would maintain that temperature. Okay, so the handle is nice and cool. I like that it's got a place for the thumb. Well, I got a pour over here, so let's see how it does. So you got to be careful. It starts to come out right away. Just barely tilt it over. Very nice stream that it's doing. So yeah, the water definitely got really hot, and I have a lot of control of it. You know, it does come out, and I'm going to demonstrate. So it does come out really fast if you tilt it over fast to kind of get some stirring action. But I do love the feel of this Gooseneck kettle for doing pour over coffees. Yeah, so I like the kettle. The bottom of it doesn't get hot. Now the side, that metal's very hot, so be careful. But the bottom of it you can place on your counter. I like it. It doesn't have to always go on the base. Again, ergonomically, it feels really well. And again, you have a lot of control of it. And it has a big reach for when you're doing your pour overs. You know, if I tilt it over more, it does come out super fast, but I can definitely have a nice stream coming out. So I like that it comes with a very nice manual. You can turn that, so that beep, you can turn that beep off. If you hold the hold temperature button for 8 seconds, it'll turn the beep off. Now, the only time you get a beep is when you either plug it in or when it's reached its temperature. You don't get beeps when you're hitting the buttons. Only when it's at its temperature, you get the beep, and you can turn that off. So it says that hold temperature, it's going to hold that temperature for up to 60 minutes. Let's just go over some general dimensions. So that spout, it's right around 5 inches. So it pours about 4 inches away from it. You know, totals about 12 inches. It stands about, 9 inches. Front to back is about 7 inches. You know, left to right, just the base itself is 6.5. And again, the cord is 38 inches long. So it's a nice long, heavy duty cord, 3-prong. So I got a lot to learn with pour over. This is my first pour over mug, the Stanley. I'll be doing a review on it. So far, it's working pretty good. This is my first Kettle, I really do like that look, that feel of it for pour over. It feels really nice. If there's any other pour overs you'd like to see me give, leave them in the comments down below. I check my comments almost on a daily basis. Be sure and check out my next review. I'm going to do a review on this Stanley pour over. So far, I really do like it. Thanks everybody for watching, and if you could, please like and subscribe.